home games, the support was vociferous. I can't wait for this one.
4 young players on screen here. Shunsuke, TOGAMI and SHINOZUKA proving to be very good at doubles.
Pause, please.
This is going to be a close one indeed, Shazad.
Blue or red? Red for France, blue for Japan. Red win the toss, receive. Who serve first? SHINOZUKA serve. Felix receive. Good match.
Crowd is always here in the Infinity Arena.
Start warm up.
They've got some great matches to look forward to today, as you just saw on the schedule. So here we go. The Lebruns, Alexis and Felix, they are number 4 in the world. And in their own right, great players, particularly Felix.
Well, I mean, last time they played in China together was for the star contender in Lanzhou, and they won it.
Yeah.
Denying the China clean sweep, as it were. Here are the Japanese.
They're the ranked 5th in the world. SHINOZUKA and TOGAMI, the Japanese pairing. And here are their results. Shunsuke and Lebrun, they were pushed, weren't they?
Look out for the Polish players, because they are a rising power in the world of table tennis. Very, very promising results.
Some event details for you, table, floor, ball, and of course the prize money. Smashers are right at the very top of the WTT Series tree. Therefore you get all that record prize money, $2 million. And look at all those points as well. So this is the schedule. We are on day 5, as I mentioned earlier. The men's doubles final is on Saturday. So they are not too far away. So we've got 2 righties there in the French. Of course, one of them is a pen holder. We've got a left-right combination for the Japanese. Now look at that. The fan vote, 68% feel that getting behind the French. If you'd like to have your say, sign up at worldtabletennis.com. Talk to us about some of the strengths of both pairings.
Well, TOGAMI and SHINOZUKA are very, very quick on their feet. Smooth, consistent, strong fundamentals. Lefty-righty combination, unlike the Lebruns.
Yeah.
This is a rematch from the semi-final of the Saudi Smash.
SHINOZUKA and TOGAMI versus Alexis and Felix. The first game, SHINOZUKA to serve. Love or?
Here we go then. It could be a fascinating battle. SHINOZUKA to get us going.
Love 1.
I mentioned the Saudi Smash semi-final. They didn't just win, SHINOZUKA and TOGAMI against the Lebrun brothers, but they won comprehensively in 3 straight games.
Which might surprise a few people.
Absolutely. It was an outstanding result. A good start here for the Lebruns.
3 love.
Yeah, 3 straight points. Quick. Nice couple of rallies as well.
Wanted Felix to do the backspin serve, Alexis Lebrun. That's why he pointed downwards. That's what that means in terms of the hand gesture under the table.
2, 3.
Usually when a player points upwards, topspin, a closed fist is no spin. And of course they do it under the table so their opponents don't know what's going to come.
3 all.
3 points in a row now for the Japanese.
Yeah, they've been getting them in bunches. Yeah, it's a shame the Olympics don't have the doubles, do they? Because it'd be nice to have seen the two of them playing together in Paris.
Just team and singles.
Yeah.
4-all.
But I mean, it was fantastic for the French.
You were there for some of it, and you just lapped it up, didn't you?
Oh, it was awesome, Shazad. Felix winning 2 bronze medals. Alexis winning the bronze in teams.
4-5.
Well,
Unbelievable.
These two have had such a monumental impact on table tennis in such a short space of time that we now have an event. There you go. Chinese fans backing them. We now have an event in Montpellier, where they're from.
Yeah, a legacy event for the Olympics.
Yeah, amazing.
So excited for that one.
That's just great recognition, isn't it?
It is, and that'll be a champions event.
Yeah.
Top 32 in the world will be there in their hometown. Nathaniel Molan, their coach, the head coach there. Been with them for a long time.
4-8.
Yeah, tremendous acknowledgement of how far they've come.
Just struggling to find the middle ground here, TOGAMI and SHINOZUKA. SHINOZUKA, the newest addition really for the Japanese top 3. Oh, lovely finish there from TOGAMI. Pulled the rug beneath the Lebruns. He's rapid, isn't he? Shunsuke.
Yeah.
Back-to-back Japanese national champion in men's singles.
Oh,
6-6.
fantastic work. Just 2 points in it.
Good aggressive push. TOGAMI pivots in an instant. It was a decent reverse penalty backhand from Felix, but punished anyway.
9-6.
Really get much on that one, TOGAMI.
Oh, hit right into Felix, who just played the shot. That was unparalleled. Unplayable.
Listen, they're starting their assault now on that lead. It's been whittled down to just 1 point. Pressure now on the Lebruns. They've set 2 game points up here.
I think SHINOZUKA may be disappointed with that serve. It allowed them in. But credit to the Lebruns, looking to poach anything attackable.
Back. 10-8.
One saved again. Looking to pile that pressure back on SHINOZUKA and TOGAMI.
Well, is that a little bit of a bottle there from the Lebruns? Have they stopped and thought about it?
Instead of just playing, look at that. 6 of the last 8 have gone to the Japanese pair. They've really battled back superbly. 8-4, remember.
11-10.
3rd game point for the Lebruns.
Will the 3rd time be the charm? Got the serve.
They do convert in the end. The Lebruns will take the first game. Slightly nervy towards the end.
Better late than never, but the Japanese just looked to be growing into that, didn't they? maybe a different story in the second game, but a strong start for the Lebrun brothers.
Plus que parfait, c'est très 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 bien. D'accord, donc faut continuer. Et même je dirais qu'il y a eu pas mal de fautes positives. C'était dans le bon état d'esprit du jeu, il faut continuer. Pour toi Fef, c'est juste. Rythme le truc et ça va fixer. Il avait une fois la main. Oui, c'est ça. C'est ce que j'appelle le truc positif. Il faut continuer. On remet ce revers et puis doucement à chaque fois. Alex, capable de t'adapter. Si ça se passe pas comme prévu, adapte. On fait jouer. Allez, allez, comment? Sors.
Took mental strength from the Lebruns to finish that off, but also the Japanese to make that comeback there. With mixed emotions for both pairs.
Hey! 1 love.
It's always interesting to see siblings playing together. The dynamics, especially when one of them is widely regarded as a far better player. Obviously the rankings and achievements will show that. But it was interesting to see Alexis, the older brother, the lower ranked one, beat his brother in the national championships in March.
Yep.
And then he jumps on the table, roars with delight, and then his younger brother, Felix, was in tears. But then they hug soon after. They're all good.
That's right. Well, it's incredible. I mean, it's maybe that big brother, little brother thing.
Yeah.
Happened at the top 16 as well. European top 16. Alexis beat him in the quarters.
It's interesting that, isn't it?
It is. And you know, Felix, I think mentally, in terms of staying calm, is a little bit better than Alexis. But actually, it's funny because Alexis has more weaponry in a sense. That's why he's managed to beat, say, a top 4 Chinese player, and Felix hasn't yet.
Oh, that's a very good point. Actually, has had that success. You're right.
Shunsuke made interesting observations about it. You can look at it online anyway. We'll get back to the match, but obviously, like you say, the results speak for themselves in terms of rankings. Felix 4th seed here.
I was about to say they've raced into another decent lead. They've been pegged back by the Japanese each time. Yeah, you'd have thought there Alexis might have just killed it off. Well, that one certainly was, wasn't it, by Felix? Or Alexis, rather, excuse me. I've also got to tell them apart sometimes.
That was a rocket.
Yeah, it really was.
Well, it's happened again. Good start, but will they keep the focus? We saw Team Japan, didn't we, in the bar yesterday, having a bit of a team talk.
4 points to lead. Who do you think Felix has got the best RPB in the business ahead of Dong Cho?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4-7.
Yeah. It's funny because he's a penalty player, but quite a backhand orientated penalty player. He's been looking to try and improve his forehand, Felix Lebrun.
That's a prime example of that backhand you were just mentioning. Oh, goodness. Have a look at this now.
Sweet spot on that. It was a nice touch. Not often that SHINOZUKA can't get back to ball. It was an immaculate winner.
8-4.
I think they seem to be a little bit more control of proceedings. Let's see. It was around this stage, 8-4 in the last game, that the Japanese really started to get back into it. They've got 6 of the next 8.
Amazing, amazing from TOGAMI. From mid-distance, playing that backhand and finding Felix Lebrun's crossover. You just can't put it into words how difficult that is. Can't let the pictures speak for themselves sometimes.
Oh, opportunity there. SHINOZUKA. That was a chance, wasn't it, to make it 7-8. Try to counter there, Felix. It's high, isn't it, overall?
It
After
has.
good starts.
We're seeing some of the French flair. Famous, a lot of the French players for being so good at going back there and lobbing, but it's not a position the Lebruns want to find themselves in too much. Oh, that was a chance to
Yeah, it
gain.
was. Look how far forward he had to come there.
You wonder whether a backhand punch would have been better, but it'd come around so quickly. Alexis, he couldn't change his mind after that.
Tu tourneras et toi aussi c'est pareil, vous prenez trop le court. T'as une balle à jouer en vert dans le grand jeu et toi là t'as celle-là à jouer en vert. Revenir plus avec votre revers parce que vu qu'il mange un peu, là vous avez peut-être attiré, vous êtes tous les deux comme ça.
So looking at the rankings, we did mention it's 4th versus 5th. Look how close, by the way, the Bruns are to Ma Long and Lin Gaoyan. Ma Long's got 2 of the top 3 positions. Lin Gaoyan's also got 1. 8.
Just realised, either one of these two pairings win it, they'll become world #1 because you get 2,000 points.
If they win it, yeah, right. Yeah. Big incentive here, right?
Massive. So much up for grabs here.
So we're in a very similar position, aren't we, Fraser? It's actually almost a carbon copy. An excellent start from the French. They get pegged back by the Japanese. We got to a 10-all. They're not closing out here at the moment. The Japanese don't want this to keep continuing though. They don't want all that work to have to do in each game. They've got to start better. That was vital. 2 game points, as we had in the last one.
The power of Alexis Lebrun, the physicality. Kept his cool, that was key.
Touch out here. SHINOZUKA on serve. That's a wonderful backhand again from Felix. And this time, they don't have to go through to deuce. They win that one a little bit more comfortably than they did in the first game.
Je pense que vous aviez vraiment pris le lead, ils étaient en train de sombrer, et en fait vous avez pris tellement de risques. Il y a un moment sur le truc, vous étiez au dos.
Busy warm-up hall as always. And we're just going to take a look at who is up next. Sha with that resistance band. Will she get much resistance from Liu Weishan, who she is up against? Someone she's known very well through the years. And we're going to have those tomahawk serves later. Look forward to that one. Will she get the axe? We'll see. Over here, Fraser. No, I was just saying the Japanese have not started either game well. They have to get the front foot here, right? It's now or never.
Such a mental game. Will they take pressure off themselves now? They've got their backs against the wall.
Third game, TOGAMI to serve. Love. all.
Could they completely flip the script after losing last time round to these two 3-0?
1 love.
Yeah, they really have, haven't they? So far, so good.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because I think the Lebruns, you know, their ability is unquestionable, but their ability to calm themselves down is questionable.
Love.
Yes.
You feel like the sky's the limit, but they almost need to put a ceiling over themselves sometimes just to stay grounded in certain moments, because we saw them get carried away with some of the shot selection, particularly actually in the last game, even though it was a game that they won more comfortably.
They have flipped the script here so far. SHINOZUKA and TOGAMI
4
come out firing, haven't they? Much better. Sometimes when it's backs to the wall, you get going.
5 love.
Oh, this is a complete reversal, mirror image of what we saw in the previous 2 games. Already 5 love up, SHINOZUKA and TOGAMI. When is this early?
Everything seems to be situational. And again, I think it's such a factor that they're 2-0 down.
Love 7.
They just not getting a look in at the moment, the Lebruns in this game. Look at that. It's just tremendous turnaround. 12 of the last 16 have gone to
8
SHINOZUKA
love.
and TOGAMI.
Capitulated. Surely not a granny. Surely not a bagel.
Could be. It's certainly heading that way. The crowd are quite in awe of this at the moment. I think we are as well.
Gobsmacked. Oh,
We
wow.
are certainly. I mean, I tell you what. They do this. There's also this psychological edge. Now you might also get under the skin. Let's see. Can they finish us off for a clean sweep? Not this time.
1 10.
It's just delaying the inevitable now. Still tons of game points.
11
That is
1.
one of the best games we've seen here in the Infinity Arena. We saw it at level 1 yesterday twice. But this one, quality against incredible opponents.
I mean, there was barely a rally.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they love their croissants, not bagels. They managed to at least get a point, but that was an absolute blowout.
11-1, SHINOZUKA and TOGAMI.
On mettait un peu de dynamique mentale, de combat, on est sur eux, on met ce qu'il faut. Allez.
Well, a different match now. This is why I'm cautious to talk about momentum, Shazad,
First game.
because
Felix to serve.
it switches
Love all.
so
Within a
much.
game. Forget
Yeah.
about between games.
I mean, I'm sure Nathaniel Molan has given them a bit of a reality check here. Said, lad, get your act together here. Come on. Forget the scoreline.
I mean, if SHINOZUKA and TOGAMI had their way, and that's what they've put there, isn't it?
Love
They would have just, if they could have any way to say, let's just continue playing, they would have continued in that game. You've had that, what, 1 minute break, 1.5 minutes?
Sometimes that can be a bad
That's
thing.
all you need, right? Even a few seconds away from the table, that can shift now. The Brums will be particularly glad to see the back of that game, won't they?
3.
And look, exactly where we are. That's why SHINOZUKA and TOGAMI have asked for the timeout.
focus here from the Lebruns.
Yeah, I think, as you said, coaches probably just set them right again, just a little reset. Just as the Japanese here will need one. This is more reminiscent of the first two games where they started slowly.
Love, 3. Four, love.
Wow, look at that. Fans loving the Lebrun, just lapping them up.
This is deja vu, isn't it?
4, 1.
It's around this point where the Japanese start to come back.
Decent push there into the temptation zone of Shinozuka, but he didn't plant his feet, get there to play the forehand, make enough space for it quick enough, and he just took it a little bit late.
It was noticeable, I think, as well, Fraser. The Lebruns didn't look flustered at all, to be fair.
Yeah.
Despite being hammered in that last.
Yeah.
And I just wonder whether there's a correlation with that and the fact that they've started seeing a sports psychologist
Please play.
not too long ago, a few months ago.
1-6.
And I just wonder whether that has maybe come into play to get their they're very open about their emotions.
You've done your research there, Shizan. I didn't know they had got a psychologist.
Felix has said that.
I think it's probably a good thing, right? I mean, and it's good that they, you know, embrace the fact that they could do with one, that it could help them.
I quite like it. I quite like seeing them just let it all out.
I mean, it's so captivating. We saw it with Morigard as well against Matsushima. It's great to watch someone going through the motions and kind of embarking on a journey throughout the match, riding the storms and then riding the wave. But
those kind of players polarize fans, right? So
yes,
some fans love that stuff, other fans can't stand it. But it's the ones who are deadpan.
Nice counter.
4-7.
You can't question the ability of the Japanese players when they're in position. Did well off the net there, Alexis Lebrun. Didn't hesitate, was decisive. It was a net that actually gave him a little bit more time on the ball, but we see certain moments where pros overthink those, and he didn't.
Net 8-4. Eight, 5. Five, 9.
Poised for victory here now.
Just a couple points away.
Six, 9.
Oh, what a put away from Shinozuka.
They needed that desperately, didn't they? Before it gets to match point.
A lot of side spin to deal with there. That time SHINOZUKA really made the big step in time. This is great control. Not too bothered if the Lebruns get in with the first attack. They're sponging up the spin and speed and really playing for positioning at the table well here. Nice change of direction with the block. Could they level?
No, they can't. It's emphatic from Alexis.
All set up by the serve of Felix. They had the plan. They stuck to it. Put it to bed. Serving for survival now, the Japanese duo.
8, 10.
加油！哎，小心！哎，
One match point saved. Couldn't get there. And the brothers feel the need for speed once again. Brilliant performance after, let's face it, a massive setback. 11-1, but there we